Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. It's Lee from Magnetic North Magnet Fishing. And today I'm joined by Kirsty and Michael.
Hello.
And we're going to be doing a little mudlark up in Sheffield. And we're in the River Don, the River of History as it's now known. And we're just going to see what we can find along here. So far there's been a bit of Victorian salt glazeware pottery with decoration and some oyster shells as well, which used to make buttons. And Mike's down there and he's just seen a monster crayfish. So for Gavin, I've been looking at these bricks down here. Unfortunately there's no named ones for you as yet. So moved to a new spot. There's definitely stuff here, look. There's a happy can and randoms. There's some bits of oh! Folks, look at that. That looks like a figure to me, or part of what? Is it intact or broken?
Well, only been out the back of the base, but I was missing. Somebody's missing a head as well.
Things like that would have been from the old tip, wouldn't they?
Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, I dare say there will be. So as you can see folks, there is quite a bit of rock in this area. Oh, I've just found something. What do we have here? We've got I know what that is. That's a offering bowl. Just here, it's an early bottleneck. That's early. Stone glazeware. That would be a porter bottle or something like that. Victorian, 1860, 1880.
Nice.
And some bottles have just been found there. What's that one? Quite a chubby one. Cool.
Lovely.
So as you can see, we've got a bit of a flow on the river. What happened there?
Crayfish tried to attack me and kill me.
It's a crayfish.
What
No.
is it?
Singletons?
Singleton's eye ointment. That'll be Victorian. Cool. So just got this one here. Beef X, 4 ounce. Some sort of meat paste.
It's lovely.
Probably 1918 to 1930s. It's got an applied lip, so it's definitely pre-screw top. Very nice.
Look what I've got as well, boys and girls.
What you got? He's just found something again.
I just can't hide it.
So he's joined the Yellow Band Club. Repairs on the wader. What's he got?
Ricky Pen, eh? Toys.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, any dates?
It's really warm.
That's worn away, look.
It's got a number. Oh.
Oh, it's a token.
RVG, BVG.
So what we've got there, folks, we've got a coin that's been made into a token. It reads RVG. I'm sorry it's not too clear on the actual camera. And then a couple of old pennies.
Don't know what that
Oh wow. And here we've got a very early, we had a very early
We had.
coin,
No, it's gone down the
very
river.
green.
I've got it.
Yeah, so this one's been in a very long time.
See what it?
Could well be Victorian or Georgian.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, look, he's got more of the coin spill. So if you watch my video from before, folks, this is where I've had a coin spill previously, and the river is low again. There's an iron ring in the floor. So all we do is we stop, we wait for the water silt to disappear, and then we can see what's in the water again. And just down here, just there, we've got an iron washer, a ding ding, and
Shiny.
bit of an enamel sign. Kirsty's just got something metal there. Oh, there's a back thing on there, so probably horse furniture of some sort. But just down here, there's a bit of a lid. Aye! Ow!
Only.
Jeez! I've just been nipped by a crayfish, so
Sorry,
that is exactly why we generally have sticks to reach things out.
I'm with a pair of girls here.
Here we are, look. We've got a little nip just there. Oh, hang on. I'll try again now. I'm gonna wait for the water to clear, and I'll take my own advice this time. Okay, here we go. Shall we try again? Quickly. Right, so we've got a bit of a pot lid. Oh. Bloater, breakfast, luncheon and co. That would have been nice. Victorian pot lid fragment on. So we've got here a real piece of social history, and with the size of this, so a child's shoe being nailed at the bottom, that's potentially Victorian. Very, very nice. And there's a copper strip of leather here, probably horse harness again. So what is interesting about this, folks, is when you get horse fittings, you've got to think these are from the days when horses actually came down here with carts to dump rubbish. And just at the top on that embankment up there used to be a school around the Edwardian First World War sort of period and into the 1920s and 30s. So horses would have been along here dumping rubbish from the old coal board, because all this used to be a tip from the 1920s and 30s. And because of that, you just never know what's actually in the water. I can still see more bits over here. So I've just seen there's a glass jar over here. I can see there's bits of debris in the water. And I'm being very, very careful now, because Mike's had a crayfish in a pot and threw it, and I've got nipped. But just down here, it's a marble. I think it's a marble. No, that's very deceiving. It's just a round stone. Oh, oh. So, it's just got a what?
Timothy White.
A Timothy White's bottle. If memory serves me correct, Timothy White used to make furniture polish.
Looks like it's a polish residue inside.
So that's cool. Sorry folks, I got distracted. I've lost the item I was looking at. Ah, here we are. So right here, right below me, there's this jar, which I'm just going to kick it because I don't want a crayfish again. There we are. We've got an old glass jar. It's rather plain, but it is what it is. So good to remove, straight out the environment. Lots of old copper wire, and because that's in a loop, that's a hazard to the fish and wildlife. So just had 2 pieces of freshly broken pottery. This is clearly broken up as it's travelled down the river. So it would have been quite a nice thing, that would. Czechoslovakia pottery on the bottom. Kirsty and Mike over there, they're still finding. Pretty cool. But yes folks, this is quite a good producing area. You do have to be very careful of the crayfish, and you do have to be careful in this slightly deeper water where the current is going very, very fast. There is areas just to the side where it's washing things in, and just down here there's quite a few shells, so I'll grab hold of those in a second. So just these particular shells here, fragments of shells. These are the oyster shells, but look at that beautiful iridescent green on there. And this is what they used to make buttons and cufflinks out of. And shells were a staple diet in the Roman and medieval times. Again in Victorian times, and reused for decorative purposes. Materials were short and these would be used for that. But nowadays, that would make a very nice soap dish on a bathroom side. And just down here, I've just spotted some more pottery. And I tell you what folks, the season's definitely changed because the water's getting colder. Just got a piece of old marmalade pot there. And just down here, there's another piece of decorative pottery. Quite cool. Yes, this water is definitely getting colder when you put your hands into it. So just down there, a couple more coins I'm just told. Coins in this area can generally be anything from 1650 right the way through to modern. I'm just seeing a round thing here, just a stone. I'm going to stand still a second so the ripples and silt dies back. No. So, oh, there we are. I've just spotted something there. There we go. Yeah, so what we've got there is somewhat a bit different. It's stone. It's perfectly round here. And that's prehistoric. That's where a seed pod would have been. And these generally date about 80 million years. It would have had a nut in there. Petrified wood. So folks, just down here, there's in the dried up bit, I've just spotted this. Oh, it's almost intact. Yes, it does absolutely stink. We've got a Victorian inkwell, pork pie ink. It's got a bit of a damage here. That is a beautiful salt glazed ink pot. And that would have been on a school children's desk with a fountain pen. Real social history on that piece. Wow, look at that. And Kirsty's found some more coinage. So it's got some detail on that. That might clean up. Anything on the other side?
Trying to see. I think it's George.
A halfpenny by the looks of it.
George the Fifth.
George 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got some information on that. Might have a date on that when it's cleaned. It's one for you there.
Oh, thank you. That's beautiful. That is.
Yeah, I've got a couple, but I do love finding them. So yes, folks, if there is anybody that wants to mudlark with me and things, let me know. I've just seen this here. That's a very old piece of wood again. That was here previously. So what we've got here is this is a very old piece of timber, oak, bit of a roof that's been shaped down into a wooden stake. Reusage of material. So Gavin, Brett, my team member, Mike and Kirsty's just found this furnace brick. HS or H18 stamp on it. Got a little curve there from a furnace. They've just said that you can have that one. So thank you very much, Kirsty, Michael.
You're welcome. Enjoy,
And
Gabby.
it looks like it's had a herringbone pattern on the back of it. Lovely Victorian one. So Gavin, that's for you. There you go. Just down here amongst the mud. So this is how difficult it is, folks. You see it's all rock and stone. Just down here, look at this. Just there. Oh, we've got a Vicky penny. There we are, look. It's a bunhead penny. Pre-1880. Yep, it's got a date on it. Let's just see if we can see her. 1867 or 62. Look at that. 1867, just after the Crimean War. Wow. And another thing I seen, this shape here, this is actually a piece of pottery covered in mud, and that's Victorian or 1800s kitchenware. I will leave that for the next person. Whoa, but yes, I do get excited about these Victorian pennies.
I'm like a big kid.
Look at that. Queen Victoria, one of the British best monarchs of all time. So just there we've got a bovril, and inside it there's another bottle trapped inside. As nice as these bovrils are, that's a screw cap, 1920s, 30s. I'm fed up of finding these things, but it's out the water. So this little one inside, it's wedged in. So, oh, it's actually intact, and the bovril survived. So 8-ounce bovril. I thought that had just broken. Nice. So I assume that's a little perfume bottle. And Kirsty's had this, I assume it's a plant pot base there, and what looks like a milk glass cream pot. Yeah, 1930s, maybe 1940s. Oh, and down here, this is a bit of blue in the water. Oh, that's interesting. What we've actually got there is a melted milk and magnesia bottle. It's going to be 1930s. But given where we are in Sheffield, folks, and that's melted. We could have evidence that this has been melted by a World War II German incendiary bomb that's been in the area and caused the glass to melt. That's nice. So, just a moment of tranquility. Gonna give you these ripples in the water. And there is bits between it. I can't see what there is, but it's peaceful. Just listening to that water trickle over them rocks brings calm to the mind. So that's where we've just been, down there.